They won't see you coming. Not because you're weak, but because real power doesn't knock. It slips through cracks, smiles in silence, and when it strikes, it doesn't leave scars. It leaves nothing. We don't scream. We don't chase revenge in public. We wait. We watch. And when it's time, we don't fight. We vanish. Because power isn't loud. It's surgical, quiet, final. Today, I'll show you 5 silent but deadly ways to dismantle your enemies without saying a single word, without lifting a single finger. But before we begin, tell me, which country are you watching this video from? I'm reading every comment. Let's go global in the shadow. 1. Starve them of your reaction. There is no greater defeat for the petty than being ignored by the powerful. The ones who poke, who prod, who provoke. They don't want truth. They want your attention, your fire, your spark. But when you give them your reaction, you feed them. And kings don't feed beggars. They want to pull you into the storm, twist your calm into chaos, drag your clarity through their emotional dirt. But we don't rage in the mud. We rise above it. Like Marcus Aurelius once said, you don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Let that settle deep in your bones. Because when you react, even for a second, you hand over control. And when you stay silent, untouched, unfazed, you hold the throne. Let them throw fire. Let them scream. You won't flinch. You won't burn. That's not fear. That's power. And power, when it doesn't move, terrifies. 2. Outgrow them in silence. An enemy's greatest fear isn't your revenge. It's your transformation. It terrifies them to see the person they once tried to destroy becoming someone so elevated, so disciplined, that even your past self wouldn't recognize you. You don't argue, you evolve. You don't answer insults, you level up in silence. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And your reaction? Growth, quiet, focused, unstoppable growth. While they played games, you built routines. While they spread hate, you built discipline. While they watched, hoping for your collapse, you were building something no one could see until it was too big to ignore. That's not just healing. That's humiliation for them, because your very existence becomes proof that their poison had no power. They thought they could ruin you. You turned your back and became untouchable. 3. Let time and truth be your weapon. The cruelest justice isn't handed out by you. It's delivered by life itself. You don't need to expose your enemies. Time will. Because in a world full of masks, the truth is patient, but ruthless. It walks slowly, yes, but it never forgets its destination. Seneca said, "He who does wrong, wrongs himself." And that's the point. They don't need your retaliation. They are already undoing themselves. Let them lie. Let them cheat. Let them craft their traps in the dark. Because what they don't know is that every trap they set for you was always built to snap on them. You don't argue. You don't defend. You don't stoop. While they scramble to paint you in shadows, you rise into your own light. While they try to bury you, you build silently, brick by brick, with truth as your foundation. And when time finally pulls the mask off, they'll look up, only to see you so far above, so unbothered, so untouchable. They'll realize something devastating. They were never your rival, just your reminder. 4. Master yourself so completely they fade into nothing. The most powerful strike you'll ever deliver won't be seen. It won't be loud. It won't even be directed at them. It'll happen
inside you. Because when you conquer yourself, you erase the very fuel your enemies feed on. They don't thrive on truth. They thrive on your triggers, your need to be understood, your quick temper, your fear of judgment. But when you strip those away, when your identity no longer dances to the rhythm of their actions, their power collapses. Zeno, the mind that shaped emperors, once said, "Man conquers the world by conquering himself." So do that. Build the discipline to hear their name and feel nothing. Sharpen your thoughts until even the shadow of their memory dulls into silence. Stand so firmly in who you've become that not even resentment can keep up. Because in the end, your greatest enemy was never out there. It lived inside you, fed on your doubt, your chaos. And when you finally master yourself, that enemy, it disappears everywhere. 5. Turn their hatred into your fire, but never let it burn you. There's something terrifying about a soul that transforms poison into purpose, not by screaming, not by striking back, but by standing still and rising. Let them mock, let them plot, let them twist their blades in the dark. You won't react, you'll evolve, because their hatred isn't your burden, it's your refining fire. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." So thank them, not with words, but with your calm. Let their chaos shape your direction. Let their noise echo while you move in silence. And when they look up, confused at your calm, shocked by your glow, they'll realize their attacks only sharpened the blade they never saw coming. You don't need revenge, you need discipline. And discipline makes you untouchable. Because in the end, the thing that truly crushes an enemy is watching you become everything they swore you couldn't be. And if you made it this far, ask yourself, which of these 5 will you master first? Drop your country in the comments and show the world you're not just watching, you're transforming. This is Aurelius Insights, and the silence is just the beginning.